Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho Cooking's Wonton Soup. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. We have showed you how to make our little dumpling wrappers before and they were really quite thin and very easy to make. I got some dumpling soup base mix the other day, and even though I have some of my own homemade gelatinous chicken stock, I want to give this a try because I want to use my chicken stock in risotto. So whilst it would work fine for our wonton soup or our short soup, I want to try this. It's supposed to be all natural and it makes about a litre, so it's a little bit more than what I actually have anyway. We have some pork here that has just been chopped right up. We've got some sesame oil here, that in. Okay, we've got some light soy sauce here, goes in too. We have some ground ginger, just freshly grated, it's frozen ginger. We've got some grated garlic here as well. We've got our chopped up, still a bit frozen prawns or shrimp. We've got some spring onions. We have some chives, some freshly cracked pepper, some vegetable salt, some egg white. One egg white's enough. And of course we have our homemade little wonton wrappers. Mix this all around and then we're going to sort of smash it all together, and that will make it quite sticky. We want all our ingredients to be well and truly combined. Add 20 grams of potato starch or potato flour and that will bind it all together. Okay, once you work this meat like this with the prawns for a little bit, it will become quite sticky, okay? And that's what it'll actually hold together. And we're going to load our little wontons and get ready to put them into our soup. Get that all off your fingers and we're going to start loading. Just about a soup spoonful at a time, but it really smells quite delicious. Even raw, it smells nice. Okay, we're just gonna get one of our little dumpling skins here, put some of our mixture in the middle of that, okay? Wet it all around and then close it up, okay? Now you can bring it up like so and then pinch it around like so. Put a bit full. And there's your little dumpling there, and continue with the rest. Okay, whilst it's tempting to pinch it all together like a little money bag, and I have seen them used like that, the bit at the top gets quite doughy. So I'm gonna do them almost as if you would a dumpling or a pot sticker. And you'll see why. You'll still have little fringes. Now just pinch that there, bring that up here and, oops, stuck together already. Pinch that there and grab these two pieces here and fetch them around the front. It doesn't really need to be that pretty because once they're cooked in the hot stock, you just really want to seal them in there, okay? But you want some little like stingray flaps hanging off the edge and they'll absorb the sauce, and just continue with the rest. Okay, we're going to bring our stock to the boil. Wow, it's dark in colour. Kind of hoping it would have been a bit clearer than that. Anyway, I can smell Chinese 5 spice. I can smell, I think I might have been better off with my clear chicken stock. But anyway, we'll give it a try, Campbells. Bring this to the boil. Then we're going to add our dumplings, some more of our spring onions and our chives, and it'll be ready to serve. You could add some chunks of tofu here if you wanted to, but it isn't necessary. Okay, if this is too strong and too dark, I can smell it. It's very fragrant, but I think it's going to be quite overpowering and you're going to lose the delicious flavours of my little dumplings. So I've got this little dumpling tray I bought with some shop bought dumplings, and to keep these guys separate, I'm going to put them in there and put them into the fridge. Now you can freeze them like this if you like, but I'm going to actually use my chicken stock tomorrow because I think it's going to do a much better job than this store-bought stuff. Serves me right. So put these little guys aside for tomorrow and we'll do them in the chicken stock and we'll give them a separate taste test. Okay, so just pop them in there like so. I'll keep them separate so they don't stick to each other. There's enough in there for us for tea tonight. Alright, ready to lower these guys in now. It's just come to a simmer. It's going to start fogging the camera up any minute now. Now we just want to cook these for about 7 minutes until they're well cooked. The Campbell's stock says to cook them from frozen. I don't have any frozen ones. And to cook them for 5 minutes, but I think the frozen ones must already been cooked. And I need these ones to cook right through because it's full of raw prawns and raw pork. When it is ready to serve, we've just got some cute little Chinese dishes here, and we're going to sprinkle some chives and spring onions on top. Okay, our dumplings have risen to the surface now, indicating that they are cooked. We're just going to fish 5 per plate out with some of our stock, sprinkle it with some of our spring onions, and our shallots, and it's ready to eat. Now this stock is much too dark for my liking, and it is really quite strong. It might be all right if it was a duck base or something like that, but I think it's overpowering our prawns, and I have saved those other dumplings to use with my chicken stock. So would I buy this again? No, but if you haven't got any of your own homemade chicken stock, it's probably as close as you're going to get to a bowl of dumpling soup. Okay, so we just sprinkle some spring onions on there now for colour and freshness. A couple of our chives as well. There you have a Cheekyricho Cooking's homemade dumplings from scratch with Campbell's dumpling soup base. Okay, have a little taste, shall we? Let's get some of our stock. It's very hot, very salty. I haven't added any salt to that, and that's really quite salty. I'll show you what our little dumplings look like inside if I can. See that? When you chop the meat yourself and the prawns yourself instead of using mince, you end up with a nice bit of texture there. Little flappy bits of our dumpling skin. They're the saviour. Thanks for watching. Okay, now you know me, I don't bag anything. Don't buy this. It is disgusting. If you've gone to all the trouble of making some gorgeous dumplings, don't waste them by putting them in here. I'll just show you what's in this. It's ridiculous. 4 servings to this one pack, so it's 250 grams. 1 cup of soup has a whole day's worth of sodium in it. It stinks, it makes your whole kitchen smell, and it leaves a dreadful taste in your mouth, and you'll be drinking water all night. Honestly, it is the worst product I think I've ever used, and I can't find the docket, otherwise I'd be taking it back. Instead, use chicken stock. That's all you need. If you have to substitute it with a bit of something extra, use just stock cube and a bit of water. That's all you need for your dumplings. Bring that to the boil. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. This is the difference, okay? There's that horrible stuff, and there's that. It looks like dark coffee. You can't even see into it. Now that is what your dumpling soup is supposed to smell and taste like. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of Cheekyricho Cooking's of how to make pork and shrimp dumpling soup. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheekyricho Cooking channel, and don't forget to please subscribe, and do come back and visit us again soon. We've got so much more to show you, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. That's dumpling soup. That's the real one.
Okay.
Okay, now that is dumpling soup. Some freshly cracked pepper on the top. Serve it with some soy sauce if you like, and just sink your little green spring onions, and they'll give it some nice bright flavour, texture and freshness. We'll taste, shall we? That's the go. You've just got a chicken flavour, just a bit of salt, and the flavours that have come out of the dumplings of the garlic and the ginger and the pork have actually given this stock a lovely flavour. Thanks for watching.